good-looking man sitting next to you on your right side.
Plus, he's fun.
On your left
Hot
side is
ladies
the
and he's
same
fun.
old guy. Always.
When he travels.
Seth Posner is here. He's the owner of AA Lock, Dock, and Security. He teaches us about what we need to know about security, not just for our homes, but even for our cars. And good morning, Seth. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing good.
I don't know if you heard the last segment we did was things that are trending right now. And one of the things was a list of, like a checklist of things you can do to keep yourself more secure. And not only before the fact, but even after the fact, like having a video of everything in your house, for insurance purposes, that kind of thing.
You know, I did that on my house one year. I sat down with the camera, got a small SD card for it, and started taking pictures of everything that I had in there, including serial numbers, and then pulled that SD card out, labeled it, and put it in the safe.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Okay, well, hopefully you've never needed to use it.
Never needed to use it.
But every once in a while, I mean, you'll hear stories. We have a couple of friends on Facebook that you would post, oh my God, somebody came into my house and stole stuff. And you're like, oh, wow.
Oh, trying to...
It's got a nice house. You would think nobody could get into it. And
well, you know, you try to...
Like one of our friends, a photographer, and just thousands of dollars of camera stuff stolen. Yeah.
You spend all your time trying to, dress up your house with furniture, with TVs, with accessories, and you can't remember everything you have.
Yeah.
So, you definitely want to take that few seconds, few minutes that it takes to just take some snapshots, and you always have that extra recourse, and you never know what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Now, and one of the things they say is don't have your valuables visible from the street. Now, how do you do that? How do you live your life in freedom and say, I want? It's like at Christmas time, people will say, don't put your tree near the front window. People will know you probably have gifts. And I always say, well, that's the best place to put it. People go, hey, it's a pretty tree in there.
That's where I put it.
I'm not on that same playing field as to don't put your valuables where they're visible. Yeah, obviously, you do that, you're opening yourself up. But at the same token, if you have a off routine, and I say an off routine of if you're not going to be home, you set a timer. You have a couple different lights in the house. You put them on different timers so they come on at different times. So it still looks like there's activity in the house.
I like that idea.
Yeah, I like that too. Yeah, my son was showing me his new thermostat that he can control with his smartphone.
Probably the Nest.
I think he did say the Nest, as a matter of fact.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Actually,
awesome.
I'm in the process of exploring new product right now as we speak. There's a lot of door locks that are out there that have been out on the market for a couple of years that you can control with a smartphone with apps. And the problem that they've had, I've never looked at them twice, was you had to have a subscription in order to be able to utilize them. And I'm not a fan of subscriptions. I want to be able to provide a solution that you can just control yourself without having to pay that monthly fee to utilize it.
Oh,
like
really?
a security company
Correct.
or something like that.
Yeah. The Glenn Beck show, they always, I haven't heard them lately, but I don't know if they were sponsored, but somebody who would always talk about buying your own system as opposed to subscribing to a system.
I am a firm believer in that. When my dad was doing alarm systems, that's what he would do. He never locked anybody into an alarm system. He'd sell you the alarm system. This is the price that you're going to pay, but you own the system. You want to use me?
Sure.
Great. If you don't want to use me, it's your system. You do what you want with it.
Do you when it's yours, do you dictate who it calls? Like, would the system automatically call the fire department, the police department, or you, or all three?
Well, if you own your system, then you have your options at that point that you can have it monitored. And if you have it monitored, then the monitoring station is going to call the appropriate party.
So you could have a subscription to that.
Correct. But if you don't have a subscription, which I'm a fan of I'm a fan of maintaining my own stuff. So for me, I'm going to have it calling me or notifying me in some manner.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And that's what I mean, let's face it, when it comes to residential burglary versus commercial burglary and everything else that's happening in the marketplace today, residential burglary is going to take the lowest priority list.
We have a phone call. If you'll put your headset on, you'll be able to hear the caller. Good morning. Thank you for calling. You're on the air with Seth Posner.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning to you. See, my mother-in-law has an old, large safe in her house, a very good safe, fireproof, bolted to the floor and everything else. But she has trouble getting it open with the tumbler because of looking at the numbers, and she's up in age. And can that lock system be changed over to something like a digital or something like maybe like you have like a TV remote where you hit the numbers and it would open the safe up?
As far as a remote control-based safe lock, I haven't seen anything like that on the market right now, but every day we're seeing new safe locks coming out. Yes, they can generally be converted over. It ultimately depends on the type of safe it is. Do you know what brand it is by chance?
Oh, I have no idea. All I know, it's been around for a long time, and it's big, and I don't know the name of it. I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that if you were able to find that out, you could call me up at the shop, and then I can tell you, yes, it positively can be converted to electronic, or no, because of the type of safe, it can't be.
Would that be an expensive thing to do, or would you better off getting a new modern type of safe?
To be honest with you, I mean, again, depending on the brand safe it is, it could be a very good quality safe that'd be worthwhile absolutely keeping.
Yeah. Are you saying, too, that on the safe itself you could have digital numbers lit up?
Yes.
Okay, and was that run by batteries, or you had to plug it in, or?
Nope, it'd be 9-volt battery.
Brand new battery. Okay, well, we'll look into that because I know she has trouble getting in and out with the tumblers. You know, the numbers are getting probably a little bit worn at some time, and they're very small, and it's a project for her. And I suggested that maybe she could have that whole system changed over to something more modern. So thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you. That's a great call. And if you would like to call Seth, this is a good time to call, 622-9622. We love having your calls, and we invite them, and we welcome them. Do you know, I want to ask you, not every once in a while, a lot of times people talk about safes for their guns. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, see, I have two questions about safes for guns. One is, like, if you need your gun right now, can you open it real quickly? Are they designed to open real quickly?
Well, you got your gun safe, then you got little pistol boxes that people are buying a lot of that they can just put one single pistol in. And those, there's a lot of them that are biometric. There's a lot of them that are four-finger.
What does that mean, biometric and four-finger?
Biometric would be what you're going to program it so your fingerprint would read it.
Okay.
And four-finger is you're going to just put your hand up there, and in the configuration of whatever four fingers, it is basically a code that you're just maneuvering your fingers in that order, and it unlocks the safe.
Oh, cool.
So is that available for like a money and jewelry safe, or just for a gun safe, or both?
Oh, you can do biometric now for any safe.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So his mother-in-law, I think he said, that problem could be solved with that. If you're having a hard time seeing it.
Well, sure, but I mean, the biggest thing with safes is there's, I'd like to say, quality safes and not so quality.
Right.
And a quality safe, yeah, we can change out the lock and put pretty much any form of electronic on there. If it's a imported not so quality safe, then most of the time it's proprietary stuff that's internal on it, and we can't change it out.
But just real quick, I'm still unsure about the gun safe. So let's say I have no gun, so come and shoot me if you want. Don't do that. But okay, I'm always imagining that people have these like long rifles and stuff in there, and I'm sure they have them locked up so that the kids couldn't get to them, right? Mm-hmm. And that kind of thing. But let's say, I don't know, there's a coyote in your yard, or there's a bad guy at your door or something, and you feel like you need it right now. Can you open it that quickly?
If you have an electronic lock, it's just a matter of how fast you can type in the code. If you have a spin dial lock, then it's going to take you a little bit longer to spin it open.
Okay, so really is just depending on what you have.
Correct, and then if you had a biometric with as far as the electronic, then it's a matter of reading your fingerprint, and of course it's got to actually read your fingerprint. So it could be almost simpler or easier to just type in the 6-digit code.
You take trade-ins, safe trade-ins for things? Do you do that?
Sure.
Oh, okay, that's pretty
Joe
nice.
has a safe.
Joe has a safe. We gained entry into that safe.
So you know what I saw for sale at a big box store? I saw a clock. I think it was $4. And in the back of the clock, they had a hiding place for your money. Now, a bad guy would never think to look behind the clock.
Those are pretty neat. The little because they have books, they have clocks, they they have all kinds of things that are like that. They have Pringle boxes that you can put money in now.
Yeah,
Wow,
but
that's
a thief
cool.
might be hungry.
Yeah. I need lunch.
He might be hungry. All right, let's take a little break and we'll be right back. Seth Posner is here if you want to call in with a question about your home security, maybe your vehicle security. Maybe you need some security on, well, I guess a tent wouldn't apply, but
Never know.
but maybe an RV. Maybe you have one of those recreational vehicles. We'll be right back to learn more with Seth Posner from AA Lock, Dock, and Security after the break.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. A mix of sun and clouds on this Tuesday with a high of 77 on the coast, 84 inland. Then clear Tuesday night, moonlit skies, lows in the mid and upper 50s inland, 62 along the coast. Wednesday, sunshine and some clouds, high 79 at the coast, 84 inland. Thursday, times of sun and clouds with a high of 80 on the beaches, 86 inland. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Are you still fertilizing flowers and vegetables the old-fashioned way?
Then switch to Dynamite Premium Plant Food. The secret to more flowers, bigger blooms, and more vegetables is consistent feeding. Dynamite Premium Plant Food is formulated for our Florida climate and has a unique coating that releases nutrition consistently, so there are no peaks and no valleys. Dynamite is just a terrific product. It even contains the micronutrients plants need in small quantities for maximum growth. With Dynamite, you get an explosion of color, flowers, and vegetables. Dynamite comes in a handy shake and feed plastic bottle. Just one application will last up to 6 months. For more flowers, bigger blooms, and more vegetables, try Dynamite Premium Plant Food today. Look for Dynamite at your Home Depot or Lowe's Garden Department. Visit on the web at dynamiteplantfood.com.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows no matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years. And how it will be for generations to come.
Call George Mangan Insurance in Ocala today, 352-732-3191.
You've got a garden and we've got a show for you called You've Got a Garden with your host, Master Gardener Carol Ann Baldwin. Carol Ann answers your questions about your flowers, your veggies, your grass, your trees, even questions about your bugs. And she's only on WOCA, so don't miss Carol Ann Baldwin and You've Got a Garden each Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on WOCA The Source.
All right, 18 minutes after 11 o'clock. Seth Posner is in the studio from AA Lock, Dock, and Security, and we would love to hear from you. 622-9622 if you have a question about security. I was just going through this list that was on that trending thing, and what was the one? Can you see who's at the door without opening it? So that's a window, a peephole or something.
Well, then there's a lot of
camera.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's a lot of new technology right now where, because everybody's had the door viewers for years, and then the door viewers are small, and then they started getting bigger, 1-inch hole, then they started getting bigger to a 3-inch hole, and now they've gotten electric, digital. So you put the door viewer there, and then you have an actual screen, a little 7-inch screen. So you can actually, instead of having to squint and see out, you have a digital door viewer.
Oh, wow.
Those are becoming popular now.
And any of the other ones that I read to you that strike a talking point, like do you have motion sensor lights installed?
Actually, that list that you have is a great site survey list for anybody to utilize.
Is it really?
I would put that on the website and let people go there and reference that for a site survey for their own house.
39. There are 39 of them. Yeah, I can copy and paste it. Where's this from? Oh, this is from SafeWise, whatever that is. They're asking questions. Do you lock all your doors at night every time you leave the house, even if it's just for a few minutes?
No, I do.
Oh, you do? I don't see.
I do.
Do your doors fit tight in their frames?
Yes, mine do.
Mine don't.
That's where when you grab hold of the door when it's locked, if it has a lot of jiggle to it. Then
Yeah.
Have you secured any mail slots, dryer vents, or pet entrances that a burglar could enter through? Really? A slot vent? A dryer? Whatever. Called dryer vent?
Dryer vent.
That's a small burglar.
It's really 3 inches by 3 inches. Gosh. Or 5 by 5.
Do you have a company that monitors your home with your home alarm system, but you prefer not to have a company?
And again, that's just my personal preference.
Do you store your ladders and tools in a locked garage or shed? Yeah, I wonder how many, because my mom and dad never locked their shed, and they had all kinds of tools and stuff in there.
Mm-hmm.
They locked the house, but the shed was always open.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, they were lucky then.
They were lucky.
Somebody stole their stuff.
Yeah, because tools can be expensive, like microphones. They can be expensive. So anyway, cameras are a new thing. I mean, not new, but I mean, it's what people are wanting these days. Am I right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got. I mean, like I said, that list is a great site survey list that everybody should look at and help increase the security on their own personal property.
Well, I will copy it, paste it, and Robin will put it on Facebook. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah. When a person is purchasing a home and they're looking at the aesthetics about the home, would it be okay for them to call you before they really decide they're going to buy it, for you to look at it to make sure you can put a security system in there?
Well, we can put a security system in anything, whether it be hardwired or wireless. Mm-hmm. We don't have any problems doing site surveys. I can, for the most part, talk to people over the phone and give them good recommendations. And in some cases, I need to come out to the house and actually look at it and give you the appropriate site survey.
Oh, okay.
One of the questions on here is, do you have a hidden panel in your medicine cabinet? What would that be for the... you're having a party and you're afraid your friends are going to take your prescriptions?
Hidden panel.
A hidden panel in your medicine cabinet.
Well, you might want to put your gun in there or something, and hide it from everybody.
Oh, I was picturing the pills you don't want your friends to take.
I was kind of going down the direction Robin was.
Oh, really? Put a gun in there?
Money or gun, have it hidden.
And it said you have an escape plan in case your house is burglar. So you're in the house. There's somebody in here. Let's get out.
I don't know that
my house isn't big enough.
House.
They would know. I would say, excuse me, I got to go. It's not big. They would know right away that I left.
No, I mean, I definitely agree. You always want to have...
Not to mention the noise I'd be making putting my pants on.
See your picture, and they'll come at night when you're sleeping.
Well, why would they come in the daytime? Hello, I'm here. So am I. It's nighttime when you...
Well, Larry had brought up the thing about an RV for a security system. Mm-hmm. And since people use them to travel all around the country, that would probably be wise.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, you can do a portable alarm system, portable camera system. There's so many things that you can do to protect even the mobile applications now.
Mm-hmm. So what kind of mobile application, when you do get the mobile applications, and if you outfit your RV with security and your home for security, can you run off the same app, or do you have to have two separate ones?
Usually you can integrate the apps.
Oh, okay.
And integrate the software into the app.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay. I like that idea.
It happened to my brother and his wife. They have a small RV, and they were someplace, and somebody was trying to open up the back door, and they had it locked. Mm-hmm. And so he looked out the window and he saw who it was, and then he saw the guy go to the next RV and try to open that door. So then he called whoever was the manager of the park he was staying in. Can you imagine that? It's just people that's got some nerve, huh?
They sure do.
RVs is probably the most laxed in security that we have out there, because there's not a lot of locking combinations. Yeah, I mean, if we both had RVs, there's a high probable chance that my key is going to work your RV or yours is going to work mine.
No.
Absolutely.
Really?
Wow. I had no clue.
I'm always amazed when I use my little fob that I don't set off somebody else's car. I was amazed that it has its own little signal.
Oh yeah, that's all rolling.
In fact,
code.
we went to the Student Media Festival, and after the Student Media Festival, we went up to my car, and I'm pushing the button, it's not working. And meanwhile, there's a car across the parking lot with its lights coming on, and I said, "Oh,
we made a mistake.
Oh, that's my car. It looks just like my car." In a way, it worked out good. I wondered, if the person who owned the one we were at was watching. They would think, "What's this big guy doing?
Yeah, exactly. When you put security systems in townhouses as opposed to standalone homes, is it harder to do? Because
No.
it's all, they're butted up right against each
No,
other.
that's when you get into a wireless application. And wireless right now, I'm actually looking at a new product to the market that is all wireless. It allows us to do 3 hardwired applications, but everything else is all wireless. It gives us complete integration into home automation and for door locks, for lighting, for everything, that it all can be controlled by an app. So wireless is absolutely the way that the market is going right now.
So do you have like a decal for the window that says "My home protected by AA Lock, Dock, and Security"?
We have some. I've got to get some new ones printed up with the new logo and everything on it.
And that would, assuming a burglar knows how to read, they would.
Yeah, that's right.
That may delay them or slow them down, but it's not going to stop them.
Oh, it won't stop them?
It won't stop them.
Those people who have those signs outside their home, because you see them every now and then. ADT or something like that, yeah.
It's going to slow them down. I mean, they're going to probably think twice about breaking into a house that has signs or stickers on it. But it doesn't mean that they're not going to.
Not going to give it a shot?
Right.
Wow. And, you always think that, oh, I'm safe. I don't live in a bad neighborhood, or I don't have anything that looks fancy. But those are the houses often that you hear about in the news.
Yeah. I mean, show me an area that's not susceptible to break-ins. I mean, I was driving down 24th Street over by Jervey Gant Park the other day, and they had the police department had one of their big electric signs out there. It said, "Please lock your vehicle and take your belongings or secure your belongings. Break-ins reported in the area."
Really?
It's like,
Wow.
So when you start getting a rash of it, and then you're going to advertise something like that out there, it really makes you question.
Wow.
And you do more than Marion County because you own a new company, A Accredited Lock and Safe.
That's correct.
And then so that encompasses more than Marion County.
That puts us into Lake and Sumter County very frequently. Mm-hmm. So we're regularly in Alachua County and Gainesville. We're of course based here out of Marion, and then we're doing Citrus County, Lake County, Sumter County. So we're all over the place.
That's wonderful.
So if you had a checklist, it would say, do you have a lock on your door? Yes. Mm-hmm. And that's where my yeses would stop. Do you have a surveillance camera? No, I don't have one. Do I have an alarm system? No, I don't have one. I mean, I'd fail the test.
Detectors.
Huh? I don't even have a dog anymore, huh? Motion detectors.
Yeah,
I had a motion detector, and the cockroach kept setting it off, remember?
Yeah, I do. I remember that. Yeah. Yeah, that's a big issue, because if you have motion detectors inside your home and you have pets that are left inside the home, how do you keep the motion detector from going off with the pets?
Oh, they have pet-friendly motion detectors.
Oh.
They know.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow, it's amazing.
So the motion detector will, like, if you have small animals, then you have a motion detector that's based off of weight calculations for the different animals. So if it's a small animal, then we're going to go with probably a 50-pound motion detector. Or
So a burglar who can get through my dryer vent, he can make it right past that motion detector. He's a little guy. All right, and keeping the medications out of sight is another thing on here. So people are securing their guns, they're securing their money and jewelry, they're securing their medications.
Of course.
Wow.
So we need to come to AA Lock Dock and get even a small safe for our valuables, jewelry and things like that, and we could hide it in the closet or something.
Absolutely. In the coming weeks, my store will have a lot of safes in it. So if you're looking for a showroom to physically look at safes, I will have them in my showroom.
Oh, and what's the address? What's the address?
219 Northwest 10th Street.
All right. Boy, that was perfect timing. AA Lock, Dock, and Security, 219 Northwest 10th Street. And your phone number again?
Is 867-1965.
And you do have a website, right?
Yes, it's www.aalockdock.com.
Okay. Seth, good to see you again.
It's great seeing you guys.
Thank you for coming in. We'll take a break. Be right back.
Fox Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. Some candidates themselves casting votes as they urge supporters to do the same in today's New York primary.
I love New York, and this has been a joy during the last 2 weeks to be here all over the state, and I hope everybody gets out to vote.
The Democratic frontrunner casting her vote in Chappaqua, New York this morning.
Hillary Clinton's suffering losses in recent contests, but she still leads in the delegate count. If Sanders doesn't topple Clinton today in New York, he will face an increasingly difficult path to the nomination.
Fox's Hillary Barsky. A new poll out puts Donald Trump at 40%, Ted Cruz at 35%, and John Kasich 24%. A suburban Cincinnati man ruled competent to stand trial on charges he plotted to attack the U.S. Capitol in support of ISIS. The trial now scheduled for November 1st. Fox News, we report. You decide.
The right way to do things. For us at WeatherTech, it's the only way to do things. I'm David McNeil, founder of WeatherTech. A long time ago, our company had a decision to make about where we wanted to manufacture our floor liners. And to tell you the truth, it wasn't a hard decision. We wanted to manufacture the highest quality, most advanced vehicle floor protection in the world. We also wanted to do our part in helping our neighbors, helping the economy, and protecting the planet we all share. That's why we chose to build our new factories right here in America, using American raw materials, American tooling and equipment, and of course, hiring American workers. So now that you know how much effort we put into doing things the right way, just imagine the kind of detail that goes into the craftsmanship of creating our floor liners. Learn more today about our full line of automotive accessories at WeatherTech.com or call 1-800-CarMats. WeatherTech Floor Liners, complete protection, completely American-made.
We're saving thousands with Robert Palmer.
So rule number one is always shop around. Always shop around. If you're trying to get a mortgage, if you're trying to get the best credit card, if you're looking at student loans, cell phone bills, you name it, rule number one is always shop around. Always shop around.
That's rule number one, just one more vital part of fighting back to stop being a financial zombie. Yes, you can take the mystery out of the complicated world of finances. Take charge when it comes to your money. Listen in on The Source, 96.3 FM and 1370 AM, Saturdays at 12:05.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
Now, here's another bonus of having older children are more likely to engage in active play, basically built-in playmate. So-called frontier living is back in style, and subscriptions to the association's magazine called Tomahawk and Long Rifle have been increasing every quarter. What millennials like about geezers is their geezery authenticity.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Hi, I'm Seth with AA Lock, Dock, and Security. Have you ever thought about the locks or security on your house or business? Have you ever wondered why the keys to your new car cost so much? Well, at AA Lock, Dock, and Security, we can help with securing your valuables. We can even replace those expensive transponder keys. We can give you the knowledge that no one else will. Call AA Lock, Dock, and Security at 867-1965. That's 867-1965.
Hospice of Marion County has an urgent need for volunteers to share a conversation with someone, run errands, hold someone's hand. All you need is a willingness to help others. Our volunteers believe the blessings they receive far exceed the services they offer. Will you consider serving, caring, and making a difference? Call today, 873-7441. Hospice of Marion County, making more moments of life possible.
Hi, this is Vanessa Lane Jennings with the Jennings Law Firm, located here in beautiful Ocala. Join me every single Friday at 10:30 for Legal Lane. We'll be discussing various legal topics such as family law, criminal law, contracts, and much more. So this is your chance to call in with your legal questions and have them answered. That's every Friday, 10:30, right here, WOCA The Source.
Hi, Matt Wilkerson here, your mobile Verizon rep. But not just here, I'll deliver the phone to you in your home. While I'm there, I'll only sell you what you need and I'll personalize it to you. Want to have me get you connected? Then call me at 352-528-0020. I even offer unlimited home phone service for just $20 per month. Just call me, your mobile Verizon rep, at 352-528-0020.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala. Here are today's headlines from the source, WOCA. The body of a Florida priest who was reported missing on April 12th has been found, according to a statement issued by police yesterday evening. The Reverend Renee Robert, who was